Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm Will. We are back with some more Alan Wake 2 today. Let us get back into this. We are going, as per usual, we are behind with the Alan part of the storyline. We've just been kind of grinding out all of the side questy stuff. And so now we are going to be hopping back into this and see what the next part of Alan's story is. Because for Saga, we're on part 7. And for Alan, we finished part 5. So we still have 6 and 7 to be evenly caught up for both storylines. Alright, we came back here. I believe you have to go back to the apartment building. Which, yeah, like one of the first time we came to the New York scene, we went to the apartment building, and then we just kind of dipped from there. And it's just like, why? Should we not stay there longer? Cool. Cool. Checking around for any luminescent paint. I feel like they've really cut back on the jump scares, although I feel like we've also kind of been focusing on side stuff. Yeah, there it is.
Go to hell!
Turn. Dark place. Ooh, Peter. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Jesus. Yeah, that's a... I don't know what that's called. Where... I've noticed some games do like this after image technique when characters are running. It's like the previous render is still on screen and it slowly fades out. But wow, it's super noticeable here. Uh,
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
so the room in the old folks' home, there's a room with the spiral on the door that we still can't get into. I'm assuming that's going to be connected possibly to that door.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Oh my god, what if in that room in the old folks' home is Alan? Like the waitress found him and he's like passed out or like in coma. She's having her like misery moment where she's like keeping him. I'm not really... Those are photos. They're not supposed to be exposed to light.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment.
Allegedly.
I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for.
Harry.
He still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Yeah, Barry hasn't shown up yet. I hope we get to see him.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
That's 2 of 2. Well, here.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
R2-3.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
Yeah, she had the, can't remember the name of it, but she had the fear of the dark, like the phobia. Remember, that was like a big part of her character in the first game. Ooh, fuck. Ooh, that gave me shivers. The freaking music here. God, the music in the sound design of this game is, I love it. So creepy. Unhinged.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in, try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Oh my god. Okay, so screw these guys. Like, they're like that kind of ruins the surprise that it's Scratch. Like, I guessed it was Scratch, but we didn't know for sure until the story beat that just happened with Saga. So I'd actually suggest playing up to 7 before playing Alan Wake's number 6.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my
Because
edits to the manuscript.
7 Saga and 6 Alan work really well together.
The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
Oh, yeah, we just moved it over. Whoa, we got a bunch of locked doors. Where are we? Oh, we're inside of the studio. Oh, yeah, because we kept finding alternate paths and stuff. Okay, got this, an echo. Box. Yeah, trying to get around in the darkness is a pain in the ass.
I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead of Scratch. Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower.
Honestly, I keep forgetting
a new
Zane.
draft of initiation.
Zane was the guy in the diving suit from the first game. I completely forgot about that. That's who it was. Like, the name sounded familiar, and I'm like, fuck, he was from the other one, but who was he? He was the diving suit guy from the first game. We a bit flooded here. Asks. So it seems like 6 and 7 are tied together. As far as... Oh, we can return from here. That's kind of fucked up because it's like... Everything's flooded already. Alright, let's push forward. Another step, baby. Are we finally gonna get some answers from this asshole or what?
I don't have time for this, so let's get over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors, peeking in, reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
I feel like at this point, Alan is kind of purposely ignorant, where it's like,
Whatever you say.
he just said, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, what do you mean you're rewriting reality? Of course it's gonna
Door,
fuck with other people's
Zane,
stuff
the
unintentionally.
masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Like, it feels like he is purposely not thinking about the consequences of his actions, where it's like very clearly like, yeah, man, it's probably gonna fuck with some people's stuff. Okay, that way is blocked. Let's see if we can find Ati. This side's kind of... Yeah, but Alan, he's always like, I gotta go, I need to fix this thing. It feels like most of the time when he's talking to someone else.
Alan Wake. Alan Wake.
There are no doors over there. All right.
Wake.
Just when we
I
unlock it.
couldn't force it open.
Wake. You're in my story.
Okay, one of the shadows just said you're in my story. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, we already seen this before. Are we gonna get in contact with Dr. Darling? Like, I think it could have just been easy if he just wrote Control and just had the army come in and just overwhelm what's his nuts. Crash. Okay, Ati, where you at? Like, I'm sorry, but this place is flooded as fuck. We need your help.
Here is the light at the end of the... Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta go onward, set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Herkele, sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yöten Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear, that it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget Mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
All right, there we go. Okay. See, this is the kind of shit. Like, we need to rely on Audie more. All right, he's a dependable man. And then also, like, why didn't you tell us that before then? Unless we're running loops in between our playthroughs. Like, each time we leave as Alan, there's, like, loops happening that we're unaware of. Okay, we just did that, and I was hoping that would lead to a way down or something.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
Although at the same time, I feel like Ati's kind of like an Ex Machina type situation. And the shadows. Shoebox. Here we go.
A bullet of light to push the darkness away.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
Alright. There's an exit, yeah, but we'll check. Yo! On the photos. Alright, I guess we just have to head to exit then. End of part. Wow. These parts are like getting really short. What the shit?
I'm lost in the dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. It's deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep, please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where do they go? Did I eat the words? I don't recognize these words. Who are the words moving? This is familiar. Oh, this is familiar. I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Alan Wake. Alan Wake? That's a strange name. Eh? Wake? That sounds like a character name. I write that name up. I make that one name up. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be in the story. Just
Alright, we're up to part 7. Let's swap back. Yeah, holy shit, those 2 parts were super quick. Like, the underground and the hotel were both very long parts. And, like, and then, like, all the rest of them are fairly brief. Even the musical part was kind of short. Alright, let's push forward with this. We're in the middle of fuck-ass nowhere. We just need to run back to town. And we also need to check one thing when we get back to town, because we got all the deer heads. And it seems like, I don't know what is up with all the guides for this game. Like, they'll omit, like, small little tidbits of information for some reason. Like, when we were trying to get all of the cult's boxes and get the final reward, they don't mention that, oh yeah, you can get the reward on any, like, whatever box is the final box you open. Because they made it sound like it has to be this box, and if you don't get it, it's, like, glitched. And then with the deer head, too, it was like, oh, you have to interact with the deer head. And it's like, actually, no, you don't. You just need to interact with all the real-world deer heads. And then the one in your mind palace is kind of immaterial. And then you go to another location here. We're gonna go back and talk to the detectives and whatnot. I think we need to go to the sheriff's station, maybe? Yeah, the sheriff's station, because that was where we were about to talk to them, and there was a warning that popped up on screen about it either being, like, a permanent change, or it's gonna be a really long, like, sequence. Which, honestly, I really appreciate when games warn you like that. First, we need to stop at the hotel real quick. And yeah, goddamn, I love this small town. I just wish that it was, like, fully flushed out, and it wasn't just downtown.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think Marcy's coming back.
It won't open.
Maybe we have to go to another chapter, so... Spoilers. But once you complete the deer thing, you're supposed to come here, and some of the locked rooms are unlocked. I guess you do still need to interact. But yeah, it wouldn't let me interact at all, so I'm assuming maybe we have to push forward in the story more. And it's locked by that. We also got all of these, which allows you to talk to the mayor if you go and see him. Now let's save real quick, doing all of that and running back. Now let's head back to the police station and, like, kick off this big... Oh, look, you can see a bridge way out there. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me that they've never, like, really pushed to make this a show. Although, like, it's definitely one of those things where this is very weird, and they'd probably want to, like, somehow tie the show into the game. Which there was a brief period in gaming where they were really trying to do that, push that kind of situation. I don't think it really went super well.
So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case.
True.
Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
It wouldn't surprise me if she's actually a solo person. And our partner's not really our partner. The real case. Oh yeah, we already did that. Oh, and they have a save point here too. Nice. Alright, let's talk to her.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. Definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Okay, well then what happens... Like, this is the thing that's always kind of driven me crazy. There's possibly 4 parts to the lamp, but probably just 3. There's the clicker, there's the lamp part, and then what about the cord that, like, plugs in? Like, the part that actually plugs into the wall. And then possibly a lampshade, but I don't think the lamp... Actually, wait. Oh, shit. In Control, was there a lampshade anywhere? Hold on. I want to actually look this up. Because, like, what happens when you reunite these items? Would they, like, come back together and become a more powerful item? Or change its abilities? Okay, whenever you... Google, you're so fucking useless. It just brings up gaming-related lampshades. Control is such a fucking not great title. But, like, when you type in regular Control, immediately, a million posts on the game. Objects of power. OOPs. Trying to think, did we ever see a lampshade or something? Like, there was a lot of, like, obscure random shit. Do the phone. Okay, those are only, like, the big ones. I'm talking about there were ones in the background too, like the ones that were already locked up, like the fridge and stuff like that. I'm not seeing it anywhere. But yeah, that'd be interesting to re-look at that and see the full list and see if that ever shows up.
What happened at the lake house?
Right. You've seen firsthand how complicated and messy the FBC's cases are. But this story should help you learn that things can always get weirder.
Yeah, that happens. Was this gonna be like a recap of Alan Wake 1?
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls.
Oh.
1970, 76, 8. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us
Oh,
in
the
there,
locked
Saga,
fence. There we go.
I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh shit, are we gonna play as her? We are! Dude, sweet! Third character introduced. Addendum. The Lake House.
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Roger that.
The lake house was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
Oh, so we got like a full-on building out here, and it looks brutalist as well. Very old house themed.
Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility?
Oh, this is okay.
No? Okay, well, this is definitely going in the report.
Got green carpet in here. That's nice. Okay, so that's about the active lockdown. So either the lockdown literally just happened or is currently happening, or these people disappeared right when it happened.
That's handy. An experiment. That bodes well.
Alright, we got a couple of subfloors.
Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
Those reports are.
Changing passwords, huh?
Oh, wait.
They must all be working on the lower levels. I'll need to head down.
Oh, wait. Hold on. No more than 6 digits. I feel like the 38 might be a bit. Alright. We're just gonna cheat on this one, alright? I'm not a fan of the password hunting shit in this game, so we're just gonna... I don't find this part really interesting. Like, a lot of the puzzles in this game, unfortunately, I just don't find engaging. Oh, wait, the lake house is DLC, apparently. What? Okay, so yeah, that was the day, month, and then the 38 of the Good news. Good news, everybody. So yeah, wow, crazy. This is DLC. It seems like this should be part of the main story, I guess, but... Huh. Crazy. Probably swap back later. Oh. Ooh, way yellow.
This should come in handy.
E card 1. Snaps their cat. Oh my god, are these like the same posters from Control? That were always on the wall in the office? Oh, that sound.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife,
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility.
Wow, she is very bummed out. The whole room.
We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the Lake House. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
Why, yeah. That is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Wow, okay, so those two have a strained relationship.
Yeah, that seems healthy.
Yeah. Honestly, at that point, if someone was just so, like, I'm not down for this, like, just do it without the man. Just, okay, so you have to...
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estivesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to...
Whoa, character's doing the shakes.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Yeah, we shouldn't have come in here alone.
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter.
situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Oh.
Belay that order.
You're in the upside down now, bitch.
A threshold event had hit the lake house. Where's the fucking elevator? Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake is not smart.
Very much so. Had so many documents. Wait, hold on. Okay, we don't have a mind palace, we just have poster. Oh, we have a vault. Oh, nostalgia. Yeah, you have to solve that one clue to open up the computer. Which, like, yeah, the password finding stuff I just find so tedious. It's like, bro, it's one of those... Oh, darling.
Dr. Darling?
It's one of those things where it's like, I wish once you look at the proper information that has the password on it, that once you interact with the computer, like, oh, I know what this is, and then the person automatically puts in the password for you. It's like your character already knows the proper information.
Okay, doesn't do a damn thing without power.
Okay, we have a whole point. It's like almost. We have these huge walls everywhere. Oh my god, dude, who did that? Oh, let's put this thing here so you can, when you're moving past, it looks like something moving. Like, the shadows really fuck with you. Ooh, God. A lot of glass doors, walls.
Okay. Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Okay, how do we plug the core in? Okay.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Jules's keycard could be useful.
Where?
I wish they'd make these things lighter. The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
My god, the sound design sucks ass.
At least the elevator's back.
Like, come on. They purposely make creepy noises. Go.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Do you hear that, Dr. Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, I came up with that. Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very, very exciting non-physical forces impact. No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It's a great new world, people.
I feel
the Lake House's research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold. Playing with paranatural forces, it never goes well, Saga.
Yeah.
This is exactly why we lock up people like Wake.
Plus, let's face it, if they got their hands on the power here, it would be like, oh, you could just kind of infinitely make objects of power, and it would kind of make the control hero like way OP, where it's like, okay, cool, everyone has pens that give you like fucking psychic powers that will like protect you or some shit. Have the pens in your pocket protector. There's nothing.
Can't open it from the side.
Nah, putting up all these walls is kind of bunk.
Need a higher clearance keycard.
Yeah, they said that you found the key card of someone else in here, but like we never picked it up. Go over here.
Bingo. That keycard's gonna get me to sub-level 5.
You keep saying that, but it's like, oh, it's like in the text. I'm an idiot. All right. Okay, now I have level 3 clearance card. Hey, where's their office, though? Need clearance card 2. If we're gonna run into Ati here. Said in their office. Talking about the office upstairs, which no, we can't because that would take me there. It's annoying because there's nothing here. It's literally just sound effects until something happens, and then all hell will break loose. Because that's what they do. It's always eerie and whatever, but nothing can actually hurt you until, like, story-wise, you trigger something. Okay, I've been missing a door. I feel like maybe some of these we should be able to move. Like, very clearly, there's like a hinge system that's... You're allowed to move these canvases and stuff. Oh, bullshit. Okay, I had to have missed it. Okay, Black Rock mission. Yeah, this is like the only office down here. Must have mistaken it here. Ah. Now we probably let the thing out. There we go.
Of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile.
Nope, we're not dealing with that.
What were those things? Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Sir, please hold. Please hold.
What is that? If you can understand me, agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that could be perceived as hostile. Do you understand?
Well, I'll be damned.
So what kind of entity are you?
You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 paintings used corrode.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down.
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now. Bad news. That thing is really pissed off. Good news.
Murdered.
It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
I think... Okay, we know art has power here.
Sublevel 3.
But I think this is kind of answering the question. If someone who is not, like, actively, like, they're not an, like, not an artistic person, maybe? Where it's like, they're scientists studying a thing, so they're not trying to be truly creative and artistic when they're making the paintings. They're trying to study the thing. So maybe this is what happens when people that aren't actively, like, they're not sincerely trying to make art here, keep trying to make art here. Because they're only doing it to study it, not to, like, make something. So maybe this is what happens when a person's not really, you know, trying to sincerely make art. Okay, we got blood. Alright, cool. Is everything in this fucking place always have to be underground? The first floor was nice. There were windows. Okay, 2022. I can't remember what the documents and control had on it. Did it have, like, the accurate year when the game came out, or just did it avoid, like, the actual year date altogether? Okay, they said that they had a key card in their office. This kind of looks office-y.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research.
Wow.
I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
No fucking way. We know one writer that's visiting here, which we literally was like the first, like the couple that we met right off rip, and I'm like, no fucking way those 2 actually come back into play into this.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmots.
Oh no, no. Sorry.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmots were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine, the paint, it was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself.
No.
Diana and
Wait, no, that was right. There we go.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
Yeah, I just don't fully know the levels of Alan and the Bureau of Control. If he actually fully created the Bureau, or if he just, you know, he's just controlling certain people from there. It suggests, I feel like it suggests that he created the Bureau. Because how would he know about this secret government organization? Although it's kind of weird how he comes across information and stuff if in the Dark Place, so it's possible he could have heard about it in the Dark Place somehow. But it seems like he could have just made up the whole thing just so that this point could come.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Boom, that's what I was talking about.
There was a crack
Yep.
in the lake house.
So this is what happens when you keep trying to push art when you're very clearly not trying to make art. This is why when someone doodles on a napkin in the frickin' diner, it doesn't fucking become sentient. Select. Yeah, wow, this is DLC too. This is kind of blowing my mind. What happens then if you don't have this DLC in that like moment in the office that we were in? Do they just like talk about some stuff and then they just immediately move on? Because very clearly they integrated the DLC to be a fundamental part of the story, which honestly I think is kind of cool, but also kind of shitty because it's like, what if you play the game immediately when it comes out before the DLC drop? Then it's just like, well, then you missed this whole section.
The truth was controlled here. The art was not art.
God, why are there so many?
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is.
As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away. 100% bad news.
They're auto typewriters. assuming you need level 2.
This keycard won't get me in.
Alright, that's danger. Jesus, so many layers.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010.
Oh, good.
Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Yeah, because it's kind of oxymoronic. Then, like, for it to work, it has to be someone inspired to create something earnestly. So trying to test it and just force it by, like, making art just for the power that you know you're going to get from it isn't going to work, or it's going to backfire. So it's like an interesting little conundrum of, like, how to study a thing, especially if you tell a person, like, oh no, some weird shit's gonna happen when you make this. It's like that will be lodged in their brain, and it's like, will the art then not work? Like, once you become aware of it messing with it, would your art then not be able to create stuff because you're aware that people are using your art to study this other thing?
Keycard isn't high enough.
Damn it. You've still not gotten that keycard. There's probably something on one of these desks. I just know it. Anyway, let's push forward. We still haven't gotten the keycard. Oh, hey, light. Oh, dead body. Dead bodies.
Shit. I can never say no to extra firepower.
Wish we'd come... This is one thing that always drives me nuts. It's like, I wish we would come across someone who's alive and we'd actually help them. That never happens in these goddamn games. They're always dead, 100.
Back where I started. Spatial recurrence usually observes the law of 3.
Okay. So if it's the laws of 3, that means we have to repeat the loop 3 times. Ironically, that's... I wonder... I need to look into that. The law of 3. That's a thing in video games usually, like Mario. Like, how do you defeat Bowser? Oh, you have to jump on his head like 3 separate times and then you win. Like, the rule of 3 is a big thing in video games. I wonder if that has any ties to any kind of, like, numerology stuff that people actually believe.
Is contrived.
Oh, no. Oh, here. Why not?
Compressing compound. An urban legend.
No. Key cover.
Shadow is here. Good thing we're
I couldn't pull out the shotgun fast enough. Damn it. There we go.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
No ammo reloads, it looks like. Oh, yo. Oh, come. Oh, nope. Flashbang grenade. Yeah, the flashlight mechanic I like. I think it's pretty dope. It's just I wish, I don't know, a little more out of it. I don't know if this counts as the third or if this is the second.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
Okay, there we go. Okay, she literally just said it. Alright. I don't know if anything else changes in these rooms. Alright. Save. Before going in and doing that. Oh, yay, hold on. Boom. I don't know what the flashbang does. I don't know if it actually does damage or what. Oh yeah, we're gonna be fighting guys one more time.
What is that?
Yeah, finally made a painting and it's a fucking psycho painting. Good work, everyone.
Ugh, locked. Maybe there's another way in. Controllable shifting phenomena.
Yeah, that would be cool, having actual, like, weird-ass phenomena that you can control. Okay, I hate... Bro, why are you doing this? Like, it's a locked door where you need to put in the key code, and then it automatically opens it. You don't need to have a select doorknob. Just have one selection, and it be the key card thing. And then it moves over and unlocks that. Indoor every time. Really, it doesn't? Wait, okay, maybe we need both to be hooked up. Oh, because here, those wires are broken, so we have to shift it back. And to shift it back, it has to have power over here, which means this one has to be locked in as well. Okay, it's kind of a, crisscross kind of puzzle. Unlock one thing to unlock another thing, just to unlock a thing to relock the first thing. Okay. Now this should be activated. Boom. Oh, okay, full shift. Hey, bud.
You again.
You little psycho.
What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you? You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Tell me where they are. Christ.
And in a white coat.
It's fixated on the marmots. What did they do?
Access denied.
No access back to the lobby.
Oh, god damn it.
Great. Only one way to go.
What do you mean only one way to go? There's multiple ways to go. Actually, okay, let's try floor 2 again. Because that's where we initially saw the painting. So let's see if that...
Threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are. But the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel 2 in effect.
Please remain calm.
Okay, this is completely different. Level 2.
Lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Oh, well, there's that in there, I guess. Okay, so floor 2 is now completely different. Restroom. I feel like this is where we're gonna find the office with the level 2 keycard.
Well, there's the elevator. How do I get in? Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
God, there's so many people here. Jesus. Oh, we got another vector. Oh no, that's just the ring on the binder. I thought that was like a circle to like interact. Level 3. No.
I need a higher clearance keycard.
Can't even find level 2, let alone level 3. Yeah, that's another thing about these that are just like... How do these dead bodies not have keycards on them? You know what I mean? There.
I wonder what happened here.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
Oh wait, maybe I need to look at my map more. Maybe some of this information unlocks stuff on the map. That's one thing I wish they did more, is if we read a piece of document that was like, oh, you can find this thing here, and then you look at the map and it's got like a circle on it, be like, oh, it's here. I wish that was more prevalent.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolph, now, you love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump.
No. I hate it. It's just taken from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Ah, Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Right, about this one.
Finally, someone who isn't a painting.
Wait, have we seen this guy before? Is this, oh, we saw a shadow of him once. I think. If he's a writer, is he the playwright? From when Alan was in the, hotel? There was a guy there who had a very distinct shadow.
Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here. So can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Oh my god, wait. Is that why... Hey, filling in the gaps. Is he actually, like... Oh my god. Is he fucking up the story even more?
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Okay, shit. So that... Okay, they were talking about... They said that... Was it 2 writers were coming to town or something? He was one of the writers, I guess, that they were talking about. Oh my god, why are there so many of these stupid fucking password puzzles? I hate them so much.
Disenfranchisement of immigrant minority populations. Lots of heavy themes in a dark sci-fi wrapper. Love it.
Oh my god, what if he's literally describing what the next game is gonna be? Okay, we are gonna try to use the same password that we used upstairs. They usually don't repeat them, but let's see if it is for like all computers.
That's not right.
Okay. It's very satisfying the sound effect they use for it too.
Come on.
Oh. Apparently there's another computer. It's got passwords. Yeah, this game's got way too many fucking number passwords to throw into a goddamn computer. It's kind of crazy. There's like 20. Okay, maybe not 20, but there's like 15. It's like...
Damn it.
Let's try 6, 5, 2.
Nope.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up a video to see if it actually shows this place. There's like 3 other computer... There's like 3 computer passwords that I keep seeing. One of them is the first computer, and then the other 2 I don't know. Okay, this is the one. Oh my god. Fuck you. You should not be working at a government agency that hinges on secrecy. Jesus, fuck, man. Alright, let's see here. We got a bunch of locked doors. 2 of them that are just straight up locked. 1 that's locked with level 3. We got this thing to turn on off. We got something locked for level 2 with the level 3 keycard is in there. And I don't know where the level 2 keycard is. Point of interest down there. Frick! It's not pointing out where the keycard is. Card 2, keycard 2. It mentioned their office having keycard 2. Okay, office there. Where else? Cells, elevator. Nothing else is marked as an office. Oh, boom. Wait, that's level 4, but how do we get to level 4? Okay, we got a bunch of locked rooms. Wait, what's over here then?
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Oh, yeah. Alright, guys. Unfortunately, I think we are going to call it here for today. And tomorrow we'll pick back up. Damn, yeah, this is like a whole thing. I need to look into this lake house and be like, how did they release the game without this? Since it very clearly seems to be, like, the Night Springs stuff, that's understandable, because those just seem like one-off, fun little, like, oh, we're gonna fuck around with these other characters. This seems like it's kind of, like, super important story stuff that ties in with other characters in this thing. But, yeah, that is it for today, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out on day 1915 of streaming in a row. Like I said, tomorrow we'll hop right back in and do some more of this. Oh, our jackets got paint on it. I didn't even realize. When did that start happening? Saving. All right. 26 hours we spent in this game. Even 0 minutes. 26 hours exactly. God damn, nailed it. But yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and play some more. Probably play a bit longer, maybe, until we finish up Lake House. And yeah. Like usual, all links down below for my Blue Sky, my Twitter, links over to my YouTube channel where all my VODs are archived over there. And I'll catch you all here tomorrow with some more Alan Wake 2.